This recipe is not on how to make Nigerian stew. In fact, this recipe is on how to cook beans with yam. It is delicious and you should try it. So here I have my already picked beans and this is my yam. This yam, okay, I need to give you a background story to the yam because I know you are saying half yam and you're wondering, okay, so what's happening here? I cooked a portion of this yam and this is the remaining. So that is why I had to cut off that dry part first before I started slicing the main yam. The dried part has to be thrown away, it cannot be cooked. Also, the yam slices have to be peeled. You cannot cook your yam with the yam slices. So that is what I'm doing right here. I'm peeling off that brown part to reveal the white part. Also, because of the fear of discoloration, that is why I'm putting my already peeled yam into water immediately because some types of yam they turn reddish or brownish when you don't put them in water immediately. Now, the next thing I would do is to cut my yam slices into small sizes. This helps me get my yams cooked perfectly and fast. Remember, I'm cooking it with beans, so it's not yam and egg like I posted in my other video where I just cut the yams into halves. Right now, I'm cooking this yam with beans, so I'm cutting it into small sizes to help it cook really fast and to manage my cooking time and resources. I'm going to raise the yam, small yams, and then I'll put them in a bowl. My apologies for stuttering, okay? So after I put all the small yams in the bowl, I'm going to dispose this water for rinsing because I don't need it anymore. And then I'll move on to the next step, which is the cooking part. Now the cooking starts. I'm adding some water into my pot. Then I'll add the already rinsed beans. I cleaned the beans off camera because I don't want this video to be too long. I'm going to be cooking these beans till it boils. This is because I want to get rid of some of the chemicals used to preserve the beans. Also, I want to get rid of some of the gas that makes me feel bloated. I found out that this helps me. So I'm going to pour all of that into this basket to sieve out the water I used for the first cooking. I'll pour these beans back into the pot with fresh water and then I'll cook the beans until it is very soft. I mean, very soft, soft enough to be eaten. Okay, that is what I'm going to be doing. You can use any species of beans, but this is Oloyin beans. Well, at this point, the electricity supply was cut short. We don't have constant electricity supply in Nigeria, so I had to resort to using my gas. Now I'm going to continue cooking. The beans is done anyway, so it's time to make my sauce. In this frying pan, I'll add some palm oil. I'll allow the palm oil to heat up very well before adding my sliced onions. I'm going to be frying the sliced onions for about 1 to 2 minutes till everywhere is nicely scented before I add my tomatoes and pepper mix. I'd also be adding some other ingredients such as pomo. The pomo has been cleaned. I'd also be adding cooked and mashed Titus fish or mackerel fish. Then I'd add some salt, I'd add some seasoning, and then I'd add crayfish, a lot of crayfish powder, about 3 tablespoons. I added 3 tablespoons here. I'll mix it up very, very well, and then I'll allow this to fry on high heat for about 5 to 10 minutes. Okay. So remember I told you that my beans is already properly cooked. It is already very soft. Yes. So this is what my sauce looks like after 10 minutes. And I'm going to be putting this sauce aside to continue with the process of cooking my beans and yam. I put my pot of beans back on the fire and then I'll add the already cleaned yam that I set aside a while back. After adding the already cleaned yam, then I'll pour in my sauce. Yes, for this method, you don't have to be worried that the beans is not going to cook further because the thing with beans is when you add palm oil to your beans, unless you are using a pressure cooker, trust me, that beans is not going to soften again. So whenever you're cooking beans, you have to make sure that your beans is very soft, like properly soft and cooked before you add palm oil. So now I'm going to cover and cook for about 20 minutes or till the yam gets really soft. And if you are familiar with cooking yam, you know that yam cooks quite fast. At this point, everything is looking nice and yummy, and it's time to mash everything up together, mix everything up together, and then food will be ready. Hey, I know that if you're a beans fan or a yam fan, like you love beans or you love yam, you must be thinking, okay, I want to taste this. Yes, you can taste this. All you need to do is follow this recipe and you will love the outcome. I have forgotten to also tell you to please subscribe to this channel, like this video, leave your comments on what you think about this video, and of course, please, please, please share this video. Okay, shall I start from the beginning? Don't forget to like this video, leave your comment, share this video, and of course, subscribe to my channel. Yes? I know you are used to hearing it in that order. So thank you so much for watching this video. This is what my yam and beans looks like. It is delicious, it is lovely, it is tasty. I also have to tell you, thank you for taking your time to watch this video. I know I said it before, but I have to say it again. And then don't forget, good food should be enjoyed always till I post my next video. Bye.